What's up guys, Snapdragon Cookies here, and he's replacing BTS. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. The new update coming to Cookie Run in a couple days from now. So let's just go over everything in the update, all the content, quote unquote, that's going to be in the update, all the new cookies and everything like that. Also, at the end of the video will be a little bit of an update on the channel and stuff like that. So if you want to stick around for that, I would much appreciate that, because there are going to be some pretty big changes coming to the channel. So yeah, just stick around for that if you want to see that or care. But in the first part, we're just going to talk about the update, and then I'll rant about the update after that, as always. Alright guys, so hopping right into the patch notes now, we're going to be getting the new special episode, or part 2 of what we were already doing as far as like the Red Dragon story mode goes. We're getting part 2 of that, so that's also very cool. If you guys are into all the lore and stuff like that. Super Mayhem's coming for the 15th time. So that's also cool. We're getting Super Mayhem, guys. And the stick this time is increasing fire damage. So yeah, that'll be kind of fun. Fire damage increase. Capsaicin mains, there you go, baby. They're easy clap. So hopping into the new cookies now, Tarte Tatin, is that how you say it? I don't know. Tarte Tatin, I'm just gonna say it like that. He's coming to the game, an epic range cookie. As far as what he does, guys, is he targets the middle of the pack of cookies, so he attacks like the middle of your cookies. So he'll probably be hitting every single one of your cookies, and from the trailer it looked like he will be. On top of this, guys, after a certain amount of hits, he'll be shackling the enemy, which I'm assuming that's going to lock the enemy down. On top of this, he's also going to be reducing his own cooldown, or reducing her own cooldown. Oh, it says her in the description. He'll also be dealing burn to enemies as well, and if the enemy is a boss, he'll be doing increased damage to that enemy. After a certain amount of skill usage, she'll be firing an enhanced cannonball, which I'm assuming is the shackle and the reduced cooldown thing, but I can't be too sure. We'll have to see when the actual ability comes out, because they always like to add one extra thing onto the ability. And finally, guys, to finish this all off, if she defeats an enemy during battle, she'll be increasing her own attack. And if she defeats a boss, she'll also be increasing her own attack. Now, the boss thing really doesn't matter, because you really don't defeat many bosses. Like Living Abyss, you're not really defeating much. Now, I do think this is going to be really clutch for fast alliance runs, because you'll be infinitely stacking your attack, or that's what this looks like anyways. I'm sure there'll be a cap on it, but increasing the attack could help out a lot for alliance runs. Don't know if this will necessarily work that well in guild boss battles. Maybe for the Avatar of Destiny by destroying walls and stuff like that, I could see that maybe working there, but it doesn't hit multiple times, so maybe not. And as far as like arena goes, this would also help out some in arena, because you'll be defeating cookies. But as far as what it says, she'll only be getting stronger towards the end of battle, not towards the beginning of battle. So you probably need to stack her with damage resist. That's just how I see it right now. Anyways, as far as like my first impressions of the cookie, I think she's alright. Nothing spectacular from the looks of it, just from reading this skill here. We'll have to wait till she comes out to the game to actually read her skills, which we'll be doing a video on then. But yeah, it looks alright. Now on to the replacement for BTS cookie, Snapdragon cookie, which is also going to be a special support type cookie. And the reason I say that this is going to be a replacement for BTS is because they basically do everything BTS does, and it seems maybe even a little better. They're going to be healing your allies, giving an attack buff, giving a damage resist buff, giving a debuff resist buff, giving stun resist for the team, and also on top of this, an HP shield to the whole team that does not require you to have multiple debuffs, or that's what it looks like from the video anyways. When I looked at the video, it doesn't look like there's any type of prerequisites to get this shield, which is really nice. And also, if you're using a dragon type cookie, it's going to be increasing the max HP of dragon cookies, which would be Pattaya dragon cookie. So yeah, Snapdragon cookie looks really cracked, honestly. This is probably just going to replace BTS, so if you guys didn't play the game when BTS was out, now you have a chance to get a cookie that looks even better than BTS. Also, something I do think is pretty down bad though is having to use skill powders to upgrade the skill. With BTS, you just upgrade the level and it automatically upgrades the skill, so now we're going to farm out some support skill powders to actually upgrade this. So the skill powder crisis is still in effect. So hope you guys are ready to farm some more skill powders. As far as how you get Snapdragon cookie, guys, you're going to have to hatch it from an egg. And how you hatch it is by either using purity crystals or the Snapdragon jellies. Yeah, you can only do like it a certain amount of times per day with these sugar crystals, which are these things right here. You can use this to upgrade it 3 times per day. And it says you can hatch it up to 15 times per day. I'm assuming that's going to be from the Snapdragon jellies you can get, which doesn't really tell us how to get the Snapdragon jellies, so I don't know how to get those. But you know what's also cool, guys? New costumes, 4 new ones. We're going to be getting Tarte's costume, and we're also going to be getting Royal Margarine's epic costumes, which honestly to me don't look that good, but you know. Also, guys, we'll be getting new legendary costumes for Black Pearl and Sherbert, and guess what? They haven't changed the gacha yet, so good luck getting them when they actually come out. They do look really good, though. I think Sherbert's costume looks superior to Black Pearl's costumes. Black Pearl's costumes just look kind of the same thing as she already is right now, but with a little bit of variety. Now Sherbert's costume looks really cracked. I like it a lot. I really respect the drip of Sherbert Cookie now. We'll also be able to actually get a free legendary costume of Black Pearl Sherbert or Sea Fairy Cookie. Basically these are the top 3 that we voted on for the top 3 cookies at the end of last year, so that's really nice. But the way to get it is not very nice. You have to summon it at least 80 times in like the gacha to get it, so this is just going to call for you to hoard your rainbows cubes from now on and not summon just willy-nilly and just wait for stuff like this to come out, because 80 summons is around 24,000 rainbow cubes. So if you don't have 24,000 rainbow cubes, you can't get one guaranteed, so that's just kind of down bad. Also, the rates on the legendary banner are kind of copium, and you don't get any mileage from that banner, so great. Yeah guys, I really don't like the legendary costume gacha system, but you know, I guess they gotta do what they gotta do. I don't know, man. We're also getting new bonds and costume set rewards. The costume set rewards is pretty cool because you get gems from it, and not like gems really matter much anyways, because they're not fixing the gacha pool that is currently in the game right now. Doesn't really help too much. Honestly, we need more gems now than ever to even summon for the actual epic featured cookie that's there. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Fall of Encounter is going to be getting Snapdragon Cookie and Tarte Cookie, which we already know from looking at there's 2 extra slots available. And then Mileage Shop, we're going to be getting Prune Juice Cookie. They're also adding some new decors, guys. Yippee! We have some more Pattaya Dragon decors, and also we're getting some house designs. We're getting an update to the special episode shop, so if you do have 5-star Pattaya Dragon Cookie, fucking whale, then you can get his soul course from there now too. We're also getting new bond story. But yeah, that's really about it as far as everything with like the updates concerned and what's coming to the update. Snapdragon's coming, and he's gonna be better than BTS from what it looks like right now anyways. We'll have to wait till everything actually comes to the game, and we'll check all the scalings out and stuff in a couple days when the actual update comes out. Now, as far as like update content, honestly guys, I cannot stand this. Like, I don't know how anyone like puts up with this. Like, cookies, guys, adding cookies to the game is not adding content to the game. Like, something you have to summon for to get is not adding content to the game. The only content we got this update was a little bit more of the story, which is time gated behind quills, meaning you have to wait 10 days before you can even do any of the story. Basically, that's a little bit of an over exaggeration, but you get what I mean there. And then they're adding Super Mayhem, which has been added in 17 other times, just with a different shtick to it. So yeah, there's not really any new content. So for me personally, I'll probably play it for maybe the first couple days the update's out, and then I'll be back on to Honkai Star Rail or some other game. I don't know yet, guys, because it's just kind of down bad. Cookie Run's just in a really down bad state. The game is dying. You can tell it's dying. I'll be making a video on like how to fix CRK soon, or like a video on like all my problems with it and like maybe ways that can alleviate it soon. But yeah, overall I do think the game's not doing too well, and I think it does show from like all of like the extra like shop packs they're adding and how expensive they are. Like the value you get from the shop now is just honestly really down bad. Like, to get a temple on the Pattaya Dragon banner, it's $10 now. I mean, it's just kind of down bad. It's just really expensive. Whereas I think before this probably would have been like $5 for a temple. So they're like doubling their prices, it seems like. The flash package, let's not even talk about that. That's actually not too bad of a deal. It's 40 summons for that much, so I mean, it's not that bad of a deal. But the fact that you have to summon on a lucky ticket gacha, that's kind of down bad. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'll probably make some team comp guides on both the cookies that come out, if there's any new team comps to really be made with it. Like I said, arenas right now is really hard to make team comp guides for, because honestly barely anyone's playing in arena. Like, if we look right now at the top 100 for Hollyberry server, for example, as you can see, the top ranked player has 11,000 trophies. If we even go down like, I think like 30 places, you can see or 40 places maybe, it's like a huge drop off in trophies. Yeah, look at that, rank 39 to rank number 1, there is a 2,000 trophy disparity. And even between number 39 and 38, guys, you can tell that really only 38 people are actually tryharding and playing the game, because there should not be this big of a gap between these two people. This is over 1,000 trophy gap between these two. Now if we go down to number like 100, let's say, right, and let's see what number 100's trophy gap is from number 1. Yeah, it's almost a 6,000 trophy difference. So that just tells you like really no one's playing the game that much. I'm at 3,000 trophies right now, and I really haven't touched the game at all. Like, I maybe play this game once a week now, just because the game's really down bad. I record videos on those days, and that's really it. Now, let's get into the other section of this video, guys, where I'm going to talk about, like, some channel updates now. So, guys, it's hard for me to say this, but the videos are going to decrease on Cookie Run Kingdom, Honkai Star Rail, and just about everything. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I've been working from home for the past 3 years. So, as far as, like, my YouTube content goes, I've been able to work from home and get videos out while I work from home, because I have my computer here. So, I've been able to get videos out for you just about every day or every other day for Cookie Run Kingdom anyways. So the video schedule will probably decrease. I don't know how often the video schedule will be. I'll have to figure that out when I actually go back in. But I go back in like 2 weeks, so I'm not teleworking anymore, so that's really down bad. Also, Cookie Run just doesn't really have much content for me to do anymore. So if you see less Cookie Run videos in general, it's just because there's not much for me to really touch on other than like when the new cookies come out. I can do videos on those cookies for like a week, but that's really it. I mean, it's just kind of down bad as far as Cookie Run's content goes. There's not really much for me to touch on other than like doing like rehash guides, which I'm trying to make some guides right now that are maybe more relevant to the times now, and maybe stand the test of time a bit better. So I'm working on something like that now. Basically a guide for the Red Velvet Dragon, how to actually beat it, basically going over all the skills for the Red Velvet Dragon so you guys can formulate a team for the Red Velvet Dragon, or really any other boss to that fact, that being Avatar of Destiny and Living Abyss boss, how to build arena teams and everything like that. So be prepared for that content. I don't know when it will be out, but I'm working on it right now. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video because we've been running for too long already. Anyways, I've said that 3 times already. Bye guys, see you later, have a good one, love you guys, subscribe if you haven't already, bye.